Hello, everyone. RGV Edison here. I'm back home, finally in Texas, here in the Rio Grande Valley, and I just finished up 58th out of 271 in the Ultimate Time Wizard event, April 2010, at the North American World Championship qualifier in Raleigh, North Carolina. Now, this event was stacked. It had 271 entrants, and all of them were amazing. All of them were high hitters. They were very talented in Edison format. And in the end, I think it was Matt Kalinda who got in first, and ATrueHero got second, and Fraser Smith fourth. I don't remember the Amaryllis guy's name, but he was an awesome guy. Very, very nice. Explained the deck very well in the E3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Video that was made. I hope you guys check that one out too. A shout out to E3. Keegan was an amazing guy over there. We talked a lot during the 3 days that we were there together. And let's go into the deck list. So first off, let's talk about the monsters. We got 22 monsters. We got double Caius, Dark Arm, triple Diva, double Mally, one Stratos, one Prodigy, double Goblin, one Gores, one Mizuki, double Mystic Tomato, one Plague, double Pyramid Turtle, Spirit Reaper, Tragodia, and Zombie Master. I don't think I would make any changes to the main deck monsters. I think I would maybe test out a third Caius, but I think 2 is fine. I wasn't really having any problems with that. It was just a meta call with Vayu at the very end that I felt, I kind of need something to get rid of these Blackwings, and deck Devi is also a really bad thing, so getting rid of cards and burning them for 1,000 is really nice, so I wish I maybe would have had more. Tragodia was probably the MVP of the entire tournament. It was a crazy card that, with a lot of cards that have different levels, can just take care of anything. They leave a Monarch on field or anything level 6. Just take it. Got a level 4 guy that's getting really pretentious, like Thunder King Ryo. Take it. Level 3s, level 7s, just about anything. If you're playing frogs, you can pitch a Diva and take it. I did that in a side event and not in the main event, but that was very funny. Yeah, I really wouldn't make any changes with the main deck. It is very solid. I'm really happy with it. Well, something I do want to try out later on is the versatility of cards like Dark Grepher in the main. Maybe just one, because we are playing so many Darks. Pitching Mally, sending Plague is kind of a broken combo that maybe I could pull off, but again, it really just comes down to play testing. We got 10 spells. We got the 1 Allure Double Book of Life, Brain Con, Foolish Burial, Future Fusion, Heavy Mind, Miracle Fusion, and Space Typhoon. I was very happy with the setup of the spells and traps, especially with the 1 Miracle Fusion. I had previously tested 2 Miracle Fusions, and I was very iffy about it, because if I opened double Miracle Fusion and I was able to get 1 off, the second one really never came up. It really didn't. It was always used as like discard fodder for the Phoenix Wing, or stacking for Plague, or anything like that, or even just setting it as a bluff. It felt very useless at times, so when the day before I had cut it from 2 to 1, and honestly, that was probably the best idea I had all week. The worst idea I had all week was this card, but we'll talk about that later. Aside from that, I have no problems with the spells and trap lineup. The spells are very, very powerful. All of them had a very good use. They all came in the right time. Even if I had cards like Mind Control with a lot of Vayus, I mean, obviously you're going to want to take control of their set Hamster, set Raikou, use it against them, and win for game. And it really came up down to that a lot of times while I was in that tournament. Now let's go into the traps. We got 9 traps. All of them pretty good. We got the Call of the Haunted, Dust Tornado, Mirror Force, Double Wing Blast, Return, Judgment, Torrential, and Dust Shoot. I don't think I would change this ever. If anything, I might change the Wing Blast to something else to make it down to 1, but 2 has been perfectly fine. It always unbricked my hand when I had like a Mally in hand that I couldn't get rid of. But again, so you don't always see it. Maybe a 2 of, but again, seeing it all the time is not guaranteed. And when you have double Mally, you have double Mally. It is what it is. Into the extra deck, we got the double Ab-Zero Gaia, which did come up and help me win a game against Christia Sworn. It was kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Cataster, Armory Arm, Black Rose, Bionic, Colossal, Darken, Doomkaiser, Gaia, Goyo, Stardust, and Thought Ruler. The other MVP was Thought Ruler. The entire tournament had a meta with targeting cards. So I guess people just figured like, hey, compulsory is kind of crazy. However, it targets. So Thought Ruler is also crazy because I just destroy everything that they have. In the very end, I was very happy with the performance that Thought Ruler had. I think because there were so many cards like Deep Prison and Compulse and things like that, I was able to just eke out wins because this one card just says no to the entire field. In the sideboard, I feel like this is where I messed up the most and why I only made it to top 64 and not higher. Specifically because of these three cards. Yes, Cyber Dragon and Chimera Tech. I had previously thought that I would be seeing a lot more Rogue than, you know, the main Vayu Hero, Monarch, Frogs, all this kind of shit. Sadly, I was mistaken, and I had played 4 Vayus, 3 Blackwings, 1 Christia Sworn, and 1 Disaster Dragon. So I saw 0 machines, and this was a dead card in my side deck. I could have traded this out for another Crossout, another DD Crow, a third, you know, Deep Prison, something, anything. You know, I really wish I could have had something else. But sadly, I made a wrong meta call, or I guess a rogue call, if you may call it that. And it costed me a few games, but oh well. Sometimes you make bad calls. But on to the rest of the side deck. We got the double Sirocco, double Cyber Dragon, double DD Crow, double Nobleman, the one Soul Release, which won me a game entirely because of Christia Sworn. I banished, I want to see like 3 fairies, 2 Lightsworn names, and it kind of just ended the game at that point. It was a non-game. Then we got the double Deep Prison, double Dust Tornado, and 1 Mind Crush for really anything that really searches or just has things in hand. This would have helped a lot with Frog Monarchs or Frog Hero, but sadly I wasn't able to use that since I saw no frogs the entire 3 days that I was there. Crazy, but I guess it is what it is. Maybe God loves me, maybe God hates me. I don't know. He kind of gave me 3 values, so maybe he does hate me. Aside from that, let's talk about my matches. So I played 9 rounds of Swiss, ended 5-4. No draws, thankfully, even though we were playing under current Yu-Gi-Oh time rules, which ends at the end of the phase instead of the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, that ended a lot of draws for other people, but not for me, so I'm happy. My first match was against Blackwing's hybrid. It ended 2-1. The guy was a very nice guy, but the biggest problem that he had was that he did not change the level of Tragodia to level 4 before summoning Blizzard to special out his Shura from Grave, and that ultimately cost him the game. He wasn't able to do enough damage, and I just got his monster and attacked for game. It was very unfortunate. Very unfortunate, but he was a great guy, very smart duelist, very powerful duelist. The next match was against Vayu Turbo. I got 2-0'd quick. Man was running main deck Devy, and I could not do anything about that when he deck Devied me for 4, I remember correctly. Games 3 was another Blackwing hybrid. Beat him 2-0. Game 4 was another Vayu Turbo. Got 2-1'd, and I was already feeling very demoralized. I was X2 by round 4, and I really thought, damn, is this how I go out? Do I really go out X2 without going into top 64? But I stuck through it. I had my friends cheer me up, and shoutouts to you, Frank, Ben, and Solomon, because they were the most kind-hearted people that came along with me to this trip, all the way down from the RGV. They were very supportive and very patient with me. I really owe a lot to y'all, and thank you so much for everything. But they were the ones who really pushed me up and picked me up for this entire rest of the tournament. Round 5, I played against Christia Sworn. Lost game 1 in the most ridiculous way. It was like JD, Christia, Android, Solar Period in Light. It was kind of shnasty, not gonna lie. Then we had, I won the next 2 games. Obviously, I was X2 going into round 6. Round 6, I played Raikoko, who's in Ring of Destruction. I opened 2 God Hands in a row. I am sorry, Raikoko, for being a sack, but I mean, sometimes Yugioh give it, Yugioh taketh. I will take it at that point. But it was a pleasure playing against you. It was very fun. I want to say, like, Heavy was the MVP in that game. Heavy Storm was a +4. Yeah, I got rid of his set 4 back row with a Heavy Storm after baiting out an MST, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it was kind of good. Round 7, I played against. Oh, I forgot to say, Raikoko was on Vayu Turbo. It was very powerful, but opening every single one of in your deck is also very powerful. When you open up Heavy Storm, or Heavy Storm, Future Fusion, Mirror Force, what was the other one? Miracle Fusion. Yeah, you're kind of nice at the game. And then Dust Shoot, like every single great one of I had, and I took full advantage of it. Round 7, I played against Blackwing Hybrid. Crazy. But it was against the man who won 2nd place at the IRL RBET in Fullerton, California. He was a very sweet guy. He was a very talented individual. He was a talented young man. But he was a very strong opponent. I won 2-1, and my ending record at the very end of the day was X2. And I had made it 47th out of 271 before going into top 64. Or going into top 64 for the day 2. And I was very proud. I was very happy. I was congratulated by lots of players. The people over at Ring of Destruction were very happy for me. Keegan, ATrueHero, very supportive. My team was also very supportive. And I have all the respect and gratitude to y'all. Y'all were amazing. I'm very happy I got to meet every single one of you. And I remember ATrueHero being such a kind guy and really, really inspiring me to do my best the next day. I'm sorry, ATrueHero. I went X2 the next day. It kind of happened really fast. I played against Blackwings and then Disaster Dragon. It is what it is. I left at the very end of the tournament going 58th out of 271, going X4, and honestly, I think a majority of it was just bad side decking, bad meta calls, and human error. I don't think the deck was bad by all means. I think if you open Oppression and Starlight Road, you're kind of crazy. Or one of each, not both at the same time, obviously. But yeah, some players were just luckier than me. Some players were more skilled than me. It was maybe a mix of both at times, but again, I think every single player that I played at Nationals was an incredible player. They were all very skilled, very knowledgeable about medicine, and they really put fear in me at times. I will say that for sure. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone that I got to meet. If you have any questions about the deck list, please let me know. Write down in the comments whatever you think. If you want to, my opinions about certain things or certain ratios, let me know. Next time you'll see me and next time you'll see an upload will be very soon. I do have some more ruling videos that I want to bust out, but again, I have certain things that I have to take care of, and you'll probably be something by next week. Thank you very much. I hope to see y'all later. Thank you for supporting the channel, and make sure to like and subscribe and share this deck profile. Thank you so much. See you later. Peace.